The rethink started in 2010 when Floyd Landis came out with some detail, and then Tyler Hamilton after him, another one of Lance's teammates, and then a federal investigation. So the investigation into the Armstrong Lie was pretty powerful and profound, and we couldn't really continue the story until the dust had cleared. Maybe 6 weeks prior to Oprah, I got a call from Lance, and he called me up to say that, despite the fact that he was resisting the story that was being promoted by USADA and others, that, it was true, he had doped. He apologized to me for having lied to me. And we began to discuss him sitting down again to kind of make things right. And I think Lance also wanted to be part of the ongoing story.
I certainly was very confident that I would never be caught.
I think it tested me, and the reason I put myself in the film, because it's really, in a way, this film is part of, is my story. Because I realized at some point, particularly when Lance's story finally became unbelievable, I realized that actually I had been a cog in a great PR machine. I was part of a con. And I had to go back and re-examine my own role. And that, I think, makes this film a bit different than some of the stuff I've done before. And I had to re-examine my relationship with Lance. And we had to get a bit more honest. Did you have any concern about going back and opening up some of the questions that had been raised in the past?
Of course.
There was a kind of an official pretense, and we'd have conversations, and I'd ask him questions, he'd give me answers. It was all part of kind of play acting. It was kind of kabuki. And then suddenly the curtain was pulled back, and there's just a man operating some levers. And it was a much more honest exchange. And then I had to say, look, you were bullshitting me. And I was part of a game that you were playing. And yeah, I was angry, but not in a debilitating way. In another kind of a circumstance, it might have provoked somebody to say, screw it, now I'm gonna go get that guy. But it wasn't about getting Lance, it was about understanding what had happened. That's my job, is not to get anybody. It's to reveal. And part of what I was revealing was Lance, and part of what I had to explore was my role in the whole story.
Well, thank you very much, Alex.
Thanks a lot.
Excited to see the movie.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
All right.